Hi guys, it's Rebecca. I want to thank you, all of you, for all the comments and the likes that I got in my last video. I'm so excited about it. I wasn't expecting it, so thank you so much. It's amazing, thank you. And now I have to say, I watched that video and I'm embarrassed because I was babbling so much. But in my defense, I was so angry and so upset and so heartbroken after watching The Last Jedi that I just needed to let it all out. And it helped. It helped me to get over it. So now I want to talk about something I really hated about the movie. That is the way they used the Force. Okay, we have 6 years to establish a canon around the Force. And the Force is this mysterious, powerful energy that bends the galaxy together. And there are certain people who are Force sensitives and who have a very strong connection to the Force. Now these people, if they get some training, they'll be able to do amazing things. They will acquire really amazing abilities. But the Force doesn't turn someone into a fucking superhero. Okay? It's not like the Hulk. It doesn't work like that. Suddenly you go green and you smash. No, guys, that's not the Force. Okay, that's Marvel and that's Avengers, but that's not the Force. The Force doesn't let you fly like if you were Superman. No! The Force doesn't let you breathe in space. No. And if you really want to use the Force, you'll have to train, okay? Rey, nobody? Right, nobody? I think it really cheapens the Force that suddenly all those characters are able to use it. We had previous training and do amazing things. Things that Jedi Masters and Sith Masters for thousands of years weren't able to do. Now we have Rey. Rey, nobody. And I'm okay with her being a nobody. But see, defeated Kylo Ren in the Force Awakens. She used a mind trick with the stormtroopers, and it was fucking amazing. I'm saying that word a lot, I'm lying. And now, a lot of people said that she was a Mary Sue, and I didn't believe it. I actually like her character in The Force Awakens. But in this movie, I have to concede they were right. They were right. Rey is a fucking Mary Sue. And that's okay, because I no longer care about Rey. Whatever, fuck Rey. Kylo Ren may fuck her and she may enjoy it. I don't care about Rey, but I care about the Force. The Force means something to me. And I don't understand how is it possible that a nobody with no previous training can defeat Jedi Master and Jedi Sith just because. And then Leia. I love Leia. I fucking love Leia. She's one of my favorite characters, and I think Leia did a lot of goods for female representation back in the 80s. So it really hurts me to say this, but what the fuck with Leia? She hasn't been trained. Now, there are some people saying like, no, look, train her. We haven't seen her being trained. We haven't told that she's been trained, so she hasn't been trained. She has no training, and suddenly she's flying and breathing in outer space. That's going against logic. That's going about everything that the Force is, and I hate it. Like, seriously, I hate it. How? If you are gonna write a movie, if you're gonna write a Star Wars movie, just please make sure that you watch all the movies. Do you understand what the characters are, what they represent, and the Force? You have to understand all the mythology around Force. And they obviously didn't bother to do any of it for this movie. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And now, Yoda. In my last video, I couldn't talk about Yoda. But this is also related about the way they use the Force. Because we see Yoda, and yeah, my heart jumped just for a minute there. I was happy to see him. And he looked good. So I had to say that. Yoda looked good in the movie. But he was a Force ghost. And he helped Luke to learn a lot of Jedi books, Jedi knowledge. What? Well, I have several issues with that scene. The first one is I don't think there was any excuse to ban books. I really hated it. Like, I think knowledge is sacred. And moving forward is fine. I think the Jedi Order had a lot of issues. I wished Luke could have handled those issues in between. But yeah, moving forward is fine. But to move forward, you don't need to burn the past. You need to learn, okay? We don't ban our history books because that's the way that's the way another World War I break up again. No, that's not what we do. We learn from history. We learn from our mistakes so that we can prevent another World War from breaking. But in this movie, they banned all the knowledge, thousands of years worth of knowledge. And they banned it just like that. And it wasn't even Luke, it was Yoda. Yoda! I'm crying. Seriously, guys, Yoda. How could they do that? I was just mean. So yeah, that's a huge issue for me. And the other issue is that Yoda banned the books using the temple. I don't care. I know Rey rescued the books, but that's not the point. Yoda used the lightning, and yeah, a lot of people were complaining because it was a Sith technique. I don't agree. I don't disagree. For me, I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with the fact that Yoda is a ghost. And as far as we know, Force ghosts can interact. I mean, they can't talk to real life people, but they can interact with the world, with the living world. Because if Yoda was able to burn that temple, to completely destroy that Jedi temple, why didn't he was so persistent saying, look, you have to go and face your father? Why didn't he go and, just lighten against the Emperor? Or against Vader? And why can't Luke do that now? He's the Force ghost, so just go where your nephew is and, goodbye, Kylo Ren. But no, it's not possible. Because that's not how the Force works. And it's really upsetting. And a lot of people are saying like, oh, please stop complaining because the director did something original. He brought something new to Star Wars. Star Wars have to move forward. You can't really repeat the same movies over and over again. But that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because if they wanted to make a new Star Wars movie, they shouldn't reboot the plot from The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. And that's what he did. He took the plot from those two movies, mixed it up, and then add a few awful twists. And they were awful. But yeah, that's what he did. It was like, I was watching a Star Wars parody of the original movies. It was a fucking parody. Now, if they wanted to make something original, then don't have the First Order standing instead of the Empire. Don't have the, how they call it? The Rebels, the Resistance instead of the Rebels. Everything is just the same. Everything is the same. They just took out the best bits of Star Wars and twist them into something awful. But everything stays the same, and that's not moving forward. That's not being original. That's fucking screwing my favorite movies. So, yeah. Like, there were so many plots, so many storylines for them to follow that could have been creative. They could have shown us the New Republic. They could have shown a new threat. They could have done lots of things. But what they did is rebooting the old trilogy, the original trilogy, and then adding a few twists, awful twists. That's it too. So bullshit. I don't even know how anyone can defend this movie because it's horrible. It's horrible. It's awful. And yeah, what else do we have? So they describe Luke Skywalker because only he's a coward, hiding away, milking space cows, and a creep who is standing next to his sleeping nephew and thinking about killing him, which he would never do. We have Yoda, who is burning books and destroying thousands of years worth of knowledge. And we have Rey, who is a Mary Sue, who hasn't been trained but is already more powerful than Anakin ever was, than Kenobi ever was. We have Kylo Ren, who is still an emo, and that's the thing, guys, because how many people complain about Anakin Skywalker? Oh, Anakin Skywalker is a kid. He's such a... Oh, he's ballsy. He's just an emo teenager. Okay, fine. He was a little bit of an emo teenager. But Kylo Ren is even worse. Because at least Anakin's life was crap, okay? He was a slave until he was like 9 years old. Then he had to leave his mother. He didn't know if his mother was alive or dead. When he came back to rescue his mother, she died in his arms. So I think, yeah, Anakin at least had an excuse to be shitty. Kylo doesn't. He's just shitty. Because he's a spoiled child. And now, how did Han and Leia spoil his child rotten to that point? I will never know. I don't want to know. Don't try to explain it to me. And you know, that's the thing, because so many people are trying to excuse those movies, and they are saying like the horrible humor, and they're like, oh, nothing wrong with making a movie funny. Like Han Solo was hilarious. Then you have 3PO making jokes, yes, but those jokes they fit the character, okay? In this movie, they're not making fun. Like it's not funny. They're making fun of the fans, and they're making fun of the characters that we love. So that's not fucking funny. And people still, I mean, I understand. I think that people who haven't watched the prequels and the original trilogy, and they watch Force Awakens, they will go to the cinema and they will enjoy it. Now, it wouldn't become a big thing. It won't be a big thing for them, because these movies are just watchable. So you can watch them, you can enjoy them, and then you can forget about them. But Star Wars defined not just one generation, not just two generations. I think Star Wars defined many generations. Parents, kids, grandparents. And what they did with this, for me, is over. It's over. So I can say, Disney, you're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I cannot follow. Because that's exactly what is happening. I no longer want to watch the episode 9. I'm no longer curious. Why? Finn is a nobody. He was fine in the Force Awakens. Now he's a nobody. His storyline was boring and pointless. Poe is a jerk. I seriously hate Poe Dameron, and I like him before, but now I know he got demoted after getting like 1,000, 100, I don't know, but getting a lot of people killed. But I don't think that's enough. We are supposed to admire that guy and look up to that guy, and that guy is supposed to take Leia's place in the rebellion. I cannot say it. If this is a reflection of the times, if this is a reflection of us young people, it's very sad. Because that guy is not leader, and that guy is not a... I mean, how can I describe it? But it's so sad. He's a jerk. He's more prideful than Anakin Skywalker. at least Anakin Skywalker wanted to save lives, okay? Say what you say about him, what you will say, but Anakin Skywalker was so worried about saving everybody. He wanted to save everybody, and the fact that he couldn't, it killed him. But this guy, Poe Dameron, doesn't have that excuse. He doesn't care about his comrades' lives. He just cares about making fun of people. So that guy is supposed to take Han Solo mantle? Seriously? That's the new Han Solo? Wow, okay. Well done, Disney. Then I already talked about Rey nobody, Rey no training, Rey Mary Sue. Luke Skywalker is so hurtful to watch Luke Skywalker in this movie. Seriously, don't bother. Like, I'm telling you, if you haven't watched it, don't watch it. Because I'll break your heart. And Disney is getting so much money, and I'm so upset because for the first time in my life, I'm like, I don't want any more Star Wars movies. And that's very sad because I love Rogue One. I think it was a great movie. So maybe, and I was really looking forward seeing the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie because I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. But in this case, is this is what you're going to do with our characters? Don't bother. I don't want to watch it. And I think a lot of people are feeling like that. I know it's not everyone, but I think a lot of people are feeling like that. And I feel like a lot of people who still like it, give it a year or two and they'll hate it too. Because every time a Star Wars movie comes out, everybody watches it in the cinema and everybody is so excited about it. Everybody loves it. And then after a year, people start to find flaws. In this movie, most of us don't need to wait a year. But a lot of people who are defending it, I feel they're going to go back in their words. Just give it a few months. So yeah, let me know, what is the thing that you hated the most about this movie? Obviously for me it was Luke Skywalker, but also the way they completely change what the Force means and how people use the Force and everything about it really. It's full of plot holes. It doesn't make sense because the prequels are more politically oriented, but the original trilogy, we only knew a little bit. We knew that once upon a time there was a republic. The emperor, the emperor ended the republic. The emperor ended the senate, and the rebels are seeking to restore the republic. So there is a galaxy ruled by an emperor, and there are the rebels who want to bring back the republic. And that's so little information. It took them maybe 3-4 lines to let us know that. And that's enough to get invested. But in this case, the First Order is chasing the resistance all over the galaxy, which again doesn't make sense because, well, really? But they're chasing the resistance, and I'm like, who cares? What happens? Is there a republic? What happens if the resistance die? What happens if the First Order whips them out? I don't care. I don't really know what are they seeking, what the goals are. So I really don't care. I couldn't care less about them. I just know that they die a lot, foolishly, because they follow Poe, and they are not very good like soldiers, because they'll turn against their superiors if they don't agree with their plans. Yeah, really disappointing, guys. Like I wanted to make a professional review about this movie, and maybe name a few good things about it, but I just can't. It's a Star Wars, so I guess that's why I can be upset about it. It's very personal for me, so watching this movie felt like a personal insult. Now, let me know if you agree, and thank you again for all the support that you showed me in the last video. I can thank you more. Thank you. Bye bye.